Hi guys, thanks so much for stopping by. So today I will be doing a TV series or TV show review, and this is for The Crown Season 3. I hope you enjoy my video, that you can hit the like, subscribe, and of course the bell so you're notified every single time I do upload a new video. All my social media accounts are in the description section, so do check that out, and I hope you want to connect with me in my other social media platforms. So if you don't know, The Crown has a different cast and a different period every 2 seasons. So this is season 3. It has a completely different cast. It has Olivia Colman for the Queen Elizabeth II instead of Claire Foy. It has Tobias Menzies instead of, what's his name, Matt Smith. So, and so on and so forth. Because, you know, it's a different time now in their lives and all of that. And that's how they really prepared it to do that. So every 2 seasons, it's a completely different cast and a completely different time. So anyway, I have to say, like, the performances are always phenomenal. However, this season was really kind of not very interesting for me. I guess I wasn't really, I don't know, I just wasn't very interested in the story or the time period. I actually stopped watching it for a little bit, and then I went back at it, and I actually went back to the first episode because I wanted to like consecutively, you know, watch per episode back to back instead of not really knowing certain things. With my PCS or head trauma, sometimes I have amnesia, short and long-term memory loss, so it's actually better for me to just do it like in a fresh way. That's, for me, is fresh. Olivia Colman, my gosh, she is just amazing to watch. Like, just phenomenal. I have no words. She's just, I don't know if there's a word actually to describe how amazing she is, but she is just phenomenal. They always, for everybody in the show, always, like, it's great. I think it's just the period of it that I kind of don't really, I wasn't very interested in it. And I don't think it has to do with the story or the cast or anything. I mean, this is historical. These are actually based on real people that, majority of these people are still alive. So, you know, they're, obviously the conversations and things like that are not real, but whatever you saw in the newspaper, whatever was actually out in the public, they actually incorporated that in the stories, and that's how they were able to, you know, get this done, which I find very, very beautiful. You have to really enjoy this type of story or show, because in my Netflix groups, there's a ton of people that were saying, you know, The Crown is really pushed and encouraged, and so many people love it, but I just can't wrap my head around it. And I remember always telling people, you have to like this type of show. You have to like a more talky, a more conversational, it's intense for the storyline. It's not intense because there's a ton of explosions. You know what I mean? You have to really love a good story and not just have like frills and crazy things going on in the background to make it interesting for you. If that's the type of show or movie that really entices you, then this probably isn't for you, because it's not really that kind of action pack or type of show. I think for the type of show that they're doing, which is biography, history, drama, it's made really, really well. I don't know much about the British royal family, which I think majority of people, unless you're British, in my personal opinion, probably are the same with me. If you haven't, my other Crown reviews, I've, you know, expressed how I didn't really know, you know, even the names of everybody else. I didn't know certain people actually existed until I watched the show. So it does talk about, you know, the interactions of what was going on in the United Kingdom and and also what's going on with the royal family. I love the fact that this show really humanizes them. And it shows how the expectations for people in this particular role is very different from like people like me, you know, everyday people living their life. People are always going to criticize them. People are always going to look up to them. People are always going to see them as somewhat of immortals, because they will become immortal in a sense. They will always be in history books. They will always be in that kind of situation. But they're also human when you think about it. And I love the show and the fact that the show really, really expresses they're human. That they're not perfect. They're, you know, just because they're royal doesn't mean they're perfect, and they have difficulties and struggles, and they have to go through specific narrow rules because they have to, because it has been stated, and it's actually by law as well. It's just, you know, ridiculous, and the effects of human behavior confined in such tight rules, you know, how they can rebel or express or just react to that kind of confinement, which actually, you know, humanizes them as well. I do give this season, I would say, a 4 out of 5 stars, regardless of how, like, I was having difficulties of it. And the reason I was having difficulties of it, like I said, again, it has nothing to do with the writing or the acting or anything like that. I think it's just I was not that much interested in the actual story that was going on in this particular time frame. That was it. When I did rewatch it from the very beginning, and because I just didn't keep on continuing, it's actually much better than what I initially thought on my first time to watch it, and that's why I had to stop. And I think it was just, I don't know, I had a lot of distractions, I guess, and I kept more of an open mind in regards to it, because I really don't know what was going on before watching the show. I don't know what was going on in that decade. I didn't know, you know, what was happening politically and in the world. I wasn't born. So there were a lot of things that were kind of a little bit overwhelming for me. So I made sure I was capable and mentally ready to do it. If you don't understand what I'm talking about, I have PCS. I have multiple TBIs, which is traumatic brain injuries. And so sometimes it's just a little bit hard for me to grasp topics and certain things because of that. And it, like, again, it has nothing to do with the show itself. So I recommend the show 100%. I give it a 2 thumbs up, give it a 4 out of 5 stars. And if there's any show that you would that you like this kind of show, I mean, this is definitely a show to watch. If there are other shows that you believe I might enjoy, because I really do enjoy the show, let me know down in the comment section below. I love hearing from you guys all the time. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you guys again next time.